Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I'm your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start this show off the same way we start every show off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, so the fact that you're spending with us truly does mean the world to me. So thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro. All right, and we are back. As you can tell, we are not on set. We are at Rib Fest, so big thanks to Dennis for hooking us up and inviting us. As you will also know, I don't introduce my guests. I let them do that themselves. So on that note, sir, can you please tell everybody who you are and what you're about?
My name's Josh Dillon. I'm from Calgary, singer-songwriter. I'm out here playing rhythm guitar this weekend for Greg Ryder.
Okay.
He's going to be opening up for Gord Bamford tonight, so if you guys want to come down, here's some rockin' music, let's do this.
There we go. So let's talk about you as a musician.
Yeah, for sure, man.
How did you get into it?
So I'd say my parents are real yuppies. So they forced that classical music on me when I was little.
Okay.
So I started playing violin when I was maybe 6 or 7, something like that.
Wow,
so I grew up in violin, and then I did high school band and all that, so I was a percussionist.
Yeah.
And then in grade 6, I was like, "Okay, I'm done with this shit," kind of.
Yeah.
And so they swapped her around. They let me play the guitar, and ever since then, I've just been rocking out.
Okay.
And then my grandma bought me my guitar, my acoustic, for a graduation present.
Yeah.
And it just kind of took off from there, and I was like, "All right, country music, let's do this, baby." So yeah.
So now, in regards to playing music, we were talking to Greg before.
Yeah.
You're a band that helps them out. How do you get involved? How do you get the call? How do you figure all that out?
So honestly, for me, it's I'm just kind of starting out on this journey, man. It's I just this year decided to make full-time music my career.
Okay.
And it's getting on that grind. Like with COVID, it wasn't easy finding gigs or stuff like that.
That's right.
I did a lot of busking.
Okay.
I just went out and I just played music.
Yeah.
I'm a big quote guy.
Okay.
And Dave Grohl's got this quote, and he says, the gift you receive from music is playing music.
Right.
Don't go out there and try and chase the fame, chase the money, all that bullshit, right? Just go out and accept that the gift you're gonna get from playing music is playing music. Once you do that, man, all the other shit, it just falls into place. It's so much easier, you know what I mean?
That's really great. So during COVID, how has that affected you? Have you been able to practice more internally? Have you put yourself out there on social media? How have you been keeping the music dream alive?
Yeah, I feel that. So I'm not a social media guy. I'm a bit of a country boy. So I don't get that whole social media style of thing. Honestly, it's just people-to-people interaction. Lots of busking and lots of just without any live music, busking was an amazing avenue for me because it really allowed people to. There wasn't a lot of live music happening, right?
That's right.
And it's such a unique environment on the street where you can stop your song and have a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
So I mean, in terms of that, it was a lot of just random, amazing people being like, "Hey, dude, don't stop. Whatever comes, don't stop the dream.
Awesome.
You need to keep doing this, and we appreciate it." So
that's reinforcing.
There's a lot of other people, man. It wasn't a lot of me.
So when you're busking in Calgary, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Where in Calgary are you busking? Are you downtown or?
Yeah, downtown. Stephen Avenue is my favorite spot, kind of right by Cactus Club there. There's a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
Good vibe down at night. There's a lot of nice drunk people that have loose wallets, so that's always good. You know what I mean? Man, it's just a good time.
Now when you're a busker, I know nothing about this.
Yeah, cool.
So, do you need a permit to do this? Do you just show up? Are business owners okay with it? How does that work?
So every municipality is different.
Yeah.
The way Calgary is kind of set up right now is you do get a busking license, but it's free.
Okay, that's not bad.
You just apply, and essentially you send in a headshot of you with your musical instrument, and as long as you don't have knives or fire and shit, they let you do whatever you want.
Wow.
The only time I've ever run into trouble is I had this one security guard that thought he was a little bit bigger than himself.
Yeah.
And he told me that I wasn't allowed to play, so I told him he should go get the police officers, and the police officer said, "We love this guy." So he stayed. So man, it's awesome, man.
Okay. And so when you're out there busking, there's other people out there as well. What's that community like that you find yourself in?
So it's a little dicey, the busking community. I mean, especially during COVID, at the end of the day, it's people's livelihoods.
Yeah.
Right? So I mean, it's a little bit different than in a club, right? In a club, there's this kind of order, there's this set kind of thing. On the streets, I mean, it's streets, right? So if somebody's in your spot, they got your spot for the night, right? You kind of got to be on your toes.
Right.
I kind of hate that whole side of the music industry, how it's like the backstabby and whatever. Man, if there's somebody playing some good music, screw it, he can play that night. You know what I mean? It's just peace and love, and let's play some music.
That's awesome,
you know what I mean?
Now you got a pretty unique style. I'm feeling it.
Thank you, bro.
I'm looking at the rings, the mustache, the boots. I like it.
Thank you, man.
So where do you get your style inspiration from? Because you definitely got a style.
Man, honestly, my mom told me something when I was real young, and she said, if you don't love something in a store, like love something, you're never gonna wear it at home, right?
That's right.
So I took that and I adapted it, and I said, buy the ugliest shit you can possibly get away with. Because no one else is gonna buy it, right? So you just buy the wildest, the most outlandish shit that you think in your brain is cool, and just rock it. And just rock it with the utmost of confidence. A, no one else is gonna have it, and B, you're gonna be unique. And it's gonna be awesome, man.
Tanner, man, I'm telling you, this is why I got those custom-made coveralls, son.
Yeah, that's definitely why.
Yeah. Okay, we have a segment on the show called the Mac City Minute.
Okay.
That's where Tanner's gonna ask you a bunch of questions.
All right.
Best of luck.
Question number 1. What is your dream guitar to play?
Oh, like a Gretsch big boy, like just a big son, just like neon blue, something like that, just real rock star vibe. Hell yeah.
Question number 2. What is one gig that stands out the most for you?
That I've played or that I want to play?
That you have played.
I have played. I'm gonna say this one right now. This is gonna be absolutely fire tonight. It's gonna be crazy.
Question number 3. What do you think is the most iconic guitar solo?
Freebird.
He didn't miss a beat on that one. Yeah.
What is your favorite song to play when you're playing in the streets?
Shit, that's a good question.
Head scratcher.
I have to say, selfishly, one of my own songs is called Bushfire Brawl, or just about anything by Eric Church. You can just about get away with anything from Eric Church, and it's awesome.
And your final question, what is one way you celebrate a good gig?
Like a nice bubble bath, dude. You get home, there's this one thing as a musician that I just love, and it's this silence after a show.
Right.
So your ears are ringing from like just hearing all this crazy noise all night.
Yeah.
And you get back home, or you get in your car and you close the door, and there's this moment of silence. It's like I just get this huge smile, man. That moment of silence is what I live for. That's how I celebrate it.
Awesome, man. That was great.
I appreciate that.
All right, so we're at the end of the show now.
All right.
So you get a shameless plug, a shameless shout out.
Cool.
The mic's yours, the camera's yours.
Alrighty. Yeah, so like I said, my name's Josh Dillon. Don't have much social media. My Instagram is Josh_Dillon_country. Follow me up. I love following people back because I'm a people person. I don't care about ratios and shit. So let's go. All right.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, thank you very much, man. It's been a pleasure.
Cool.
For McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world, thank you very much for tuning in. It truly does mean the world to me. If the sound's a little bit off, hey, we're at a live concert, so I apologize, but it's outside of my control. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boss.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.